I'm filming at night for the first time, so this might look horrible, but we'll get there. When I was in Paris for my second study abroad, I got in the habit of like wanting to journal, not like journaling, but just like wanting to journal. So like the first couple days, I was like, yeah, this is amazing. I'm gonna do great. I would like write in my journal every day, like every night before going to bed, and then after like the third day, I kind of like stopped, and I feel like this is where I am right now because I like filmed 3 videos, uploaded them promptly, and then I stopped. I feel like this is a breakthrough because I don't really like go for the 4th time, but I am right now. So I'm excited about this. Anyhow, so what happened? So I went into my morning class on Thursday, and then the only thing I could think about was how much I had to do, how many things I had to do, how many jobs I had on campus, how many commitments I had in general, and how, yet again, another term, I took on more than I could handle and potentially stretched myself out a little too thin. And I was just like thinking about that for like an hour and a half in the class. It also wasn't the most engaging lecture ever, so that probably was part of it. And like at the end of that lecture, I just found myself hyperventilating and decided to kind of just like take a second and take that as information that like my body's telling me to dial it down, take it down a couple notches, like just like think about what you're spending your time on and realistically what you can spend your time on. So I dropped like half of my commitments. Also, I was planning on auditioning for dance groups, which I may or may not have mentioned previously, but I decided not to go through with it, just purely because I like didn't have the time. Dancing is something I'm really passionate about. Dancing brings me so much joy. My background is in folk dance, so that's a little different than like what I do right now, which is like mostly like hip hop and contemporary. But dancing brings me a lot of joy. I feel like being intentional with like bodily movement brings me a lot of joy. So that was definitely a very, very difficult decision to make, but it was like what I needed to do because I just like simply couldn't take on more. So Thursday was kind of like that kind of day. So I just was like, I can't record this, which also made me think about this shouldn't be stressful for me. Like there's already enough stressors around me in my life. Like filming for 10 minutes a day should not be stressful in any way, shape, or form. So I'm not gonna let it be that way. So I decided to take a day, and then on Friday, I decided to take a second day. On Saturday, I'm gonna talk about it in a second, but I was DJing at this event. Men used to go to war, and now they're DJs. And that was really fun. Okay, I guess now is the time to get into that. I just really love playing around with sound, even though it's like not my medium of choice. I mostly like do photography stuff, but I took a class on like machine music in the spring, with like limited music background, like little to no background. And that was really fun. I feel like much of the jargon I didn't get, but I got a lot out of the class. And I just like really got to play around in a field where I like didn't know about the formal properties and how to be intentional with them, how to be like methodical in my approach. Because with photography, now I like know, like when I take a photo, I kind of just know how it's gonna look, which is great. That just is a sign that I like have the technical skills to like predict that outcome. But I just found that really exciting to like not even like be able to think about formal properties of a medium. Anyhow, all of that is to say, I just love playing around with sound, and I guess DJs kind of do that too. But you kind of just mix in and out songs. It's like it doesn't take a genius to do that, I think. But it was really fun. So I feel like all of this in a way, again, intersects with the whole like dance audition thing, because that was like gonna happen on Saturday and Sunday, so today. And like on Friday, there was like a big concert here, and I really wanted to go, but then my audition was in the morning, so like I don't know, like I couldn't drink or stuff, which I like wanted to. So like I was thinking about that, and then I had like the DJ event thingy on Saturday, but like auditions was also on Sunday, so like I couldn't really like hang out with my friends till like late at night, which I again really wanted to. So it almost felt like I like chose myself, and in a way I was still like doubting like my decision up until there came a point where I was like, I stopped talking myself like out of auditioning for like dance and started talking myself into it. Like there was just like a shift, and there came a point where I was like more like I just really didn't want to do it anymore. I talked myself out of it so much to the point that like I didn't really want to go through with it. Anywho, that allowed me to like, I don't know, hang out with my friends, have fun. So that was good, and I feel like that's exactly what I needed. And then I like grabbed lunch with a really good friend of mine on Saturday, and I feel like her and I, whenever we talk, I always feel like not only safe, but also like I feel like I'm just in the presence of someone who is intentional about like how they spend their time, and like they just realize that their time is valuable, and there are things that matter to them, and there are things that they feel like they should matter to them, but like it intrinsically doesn't, so they don't really care about that. And I feel like I think I did a very bad job of explaining this. That is to say, I just felt like really like present in that moment, and that helped me a lot. So I guess I'm actually gonna like keep on keeping on with this, because I thought like part of me like still thought that like, oh, maybe like I'm gonna stop, or I'm gonna like, I don't know, like stop and then resume like a month later and be like brand that as like a comeback. Literally, like, who's watching this? Who is watching this? I actually have no idea, and I'm guessing no one. But I feel like part of me really wants to go through with this like whole recording 10 minutes a day thing. But I've decided that like I don't have original things to say every day, and like the obligation to like film every day, almost like by like the third day made me think, oh, okay, like throughout the day I need to think about things to say. But that's like counterintuitive, because it's like supposed to be unrehearsed. So I think I'm gonna like stop putting pressure on myself to like record every day. I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm just gonna stop putting pressure on myself to like record for like 10 minutes every day, but I'm gonna do it as it like whenever I want. I'm assuming that it's gonna be multiple times a week, but maybe like not every day. And it just feels more authentic that way. Yeah, I feel like this first week was really difficult. Being like everyone's here, so many people are here, and like people here have like a staring problem first and foremost. They just like stare at passersby, like everyone, and I just feel so perceived all the time. Like that's gotta stop. And people also have a saying hi problem. Like say hi to people. Like why wouldn't you? I don't know. But I am excited about the second week of classes. I feel like now I know how to take notes in my classes, and like I'm slowly but surely getting used to, or maybe desensitized to the fact that like everyone in my class is like here now. Like everyone's here. And there's gonna be people wherever I go, and like I'm gonna bump into people going from A to B regardless of where I'm going. I don't know. Is this signaling social anxiety? Potentially, but this is what I'm feeling, and I don't really feel compelled to label my experience at this moment in time. But the weather's getting colder, so I can't really like sit outside with my shirt and like shorts, and I'm coming to terms with that. And yeah, let's see what week 2 brings us. Hopefully I'm hoping that I'll make some progress on my thesis, because like technically I should have gotten started with that this past week, and then like everything happened and like I didn't, which was like fine. I'm already at 10 minutes. Wow, I'm past my allotted time. We'll see what the next week brings in, I guess. Bye. Peace and love to everyone.